So yeah, hi, welcome back. We again with a new topic of final year projects. Now, what we are going to discuss in this, we are going to discuss how you have to approach for your final year projects because that are really very important as far as your higher studies are concerned. And even if you are if you have planned to work for any corporates, then also final year projects are really helpful. So let's see how that. Okay, now selection of topic area. This is a very important thing because most of all, when I was also in final year, or any candidate for any student who are right now or like going to appear in final year, they are very much worried about this. So it's nothing like that. You have to be clear with your mindsets, like what are your area of interest basically. Like some people like they have interest in robotic domains, some have in image processing domains, some have in mechatronics domain. So whatever domain you have selected for yourself, be firm with it, think on it, and you have to go with a deep planning and preparation because project implementation and execution is really important. Selection of topic, it can be done, but when it comes to implementation execution, that is really very important because this is that is how you are going to judge by your execution skill and implementation skill. Now, scope of your domain. Now, what is the main intention behind this making this video, guys, is scope of your domain. See, if you have selected a particular topic which has been already done by someone or which has been already developed in the market, try to find the scope of that domain, how you can relate that product with the present scenario so that you can find some new things in there. Okay, new innovation in that, certain kind of disruption in that particular idea, positive disruption that can work for your project. Okay, and budget planning. Now, why budget planning is important? Because once you have determined the scope of your domain, your title, your project, then you can plan for your budget, like what would be the budget. And second thing, you can get sponsorship. There are many sponsorship platform where you can get and attain those sponsorship for your project, so that you are not that much stick up to the budget planning because that has been taken care by someone else. You are focused on implementation, your presentation, your project, your every entity. Selection of team. This is really very important because in final year there are many unbalanced kind of stuff goes between the selection of team. So my suggestion for you all is you have to make a very creative and productive team, guys. Okay, productive in sense who believe in execution, not in just taking ideas in their head and then doing nothing. You have to believe in pure exercise until your particular project or the idea of project is executable and implementable in the current situation, in the current market right now. Coordination of team is really very important because that is how your project works. Because see, right now I'm working with multinational corporates, GCX, Reliance, and I know how important teamwork is. You cannot do anything individually in nowadays or in corporate world. You have to work in a team. So try to develop that habit, try to maintain that environment in your final year itself. And following your mini project. See, this is one of your scope. Instead of finding other projects, you can find the scope of your mini project, how it can be further modified, how it can be recreated or re-implemented in a manner such that it can sound a bit what I can say, a bit unique. So that is really important. And you should have very trustworthy people in your team because final year project, there are a lot of scams happening in final year project. So I would just suggest you have to be a very you have to decide very carefully, like who should be your team member, like with whom you are working, are they trustworthy or not. Trustworthy in sense of your professional approach, not in sense of your personal approach. This has nothing to do with your personal stuffs. Okay, but yeah, somewhere trust is really very important among the mates. Talking about the scope and feasibility, as I told you all earlier, guys, you have to think about the scope of your topic, follow some research paper if required, find out the innovative things, and you have to give time for your scope and feasibility. Now, why I am saying this? Because See guys, when you are in your SE or TE, you have that much enough time, to prepare. Like people don't think actually when they are in SE or TE. You should try to thinking about this right from your TE itself. I would like to suggest, because in third year you have that much time, to think about your domain, your project, your feasibility. Try to give it a bit time, so that you can actually execute well, like on what scope and feasibility you are working. Work distribution and coordination. And coming to this topic of distribution, guys, as like if you have a very productive and creative person, very pure size kind of people in your group, this is nothing, that will help each other automatically. And you have to beat your timeline, guys, every time. You are a final year candidate. As for now, like if you are going for this project, you always have to beat your timeline. Like say if you have planned to do your project, your certain stuff in April, you have to make it ready before the March end. And one more important thing is that I have seen that people are not able to balance their project work and other work. So this happens because at the end time we are very much curious about our own thing, and then we get confused between what to do, what not to do, and then the project implementation is also not completed, and the other stuffs are also not completed. So this is how we get frustrated. So my suggestion is, think positively, take time, and start taking an initiative prior only. Okay. Ideas and scope. Now this is one of the major slide I would like to say, because in my first bullet I'm trying to express that you don't have to share your idea with anyone, even with your professors or guide or anyone. And why I'm saying this, because see, it will be better if you work on your own idea rather than working on somebody else's idea. Okay. And we will discuss this in depth in upcoming slides. And when your product is active, when your product is ready to execute, or it's under the execution stage, we can say, you can go for patents, no doubt. And make sure about the credibility and owning issues, because this is also a very trending in market nowadays. You have to be active participants in presentation and paper technical presentation stuff. And you don't have to work on any other idea, because guys, this is my personal suggestion to all of you. If there are certain guys, there are professors who are helping you with their idea, who are who want to execute their idea, no doubt, but make sure that you have to be clear with your credibility and owning of credits. Because what happens, you invest your energy, you invest your time, you invest your money in that particular project, and then at the end credit is shared, owned by that particular person who have created that idea, or who is behind that idea, who is the producer of that idea. See guys, I'm not against any such things, but the main thing is that as per the law, as per the government law and rule, idea is just a potential energy. Okay, it's the implementation of knowledge which is marked by real world, in this real practical environment, that plays a very major role. What is knowledge? Knowledge is potential power. It's the implementation of knowledge that is the actual power. And like when we students execute that, we implement that in the real environment, and at the end what happens, we are not even in the, what I can say, in the frame as well, nowhere, and some other persons are involved in that. So you don't have to be in such kind of stuff. Basic simple things, what I'm suggesting, try to find your own area, try to find the idea, scope and feasibility, just work on that. Okay, give your 100%, 200%, make a good team among yourself, and just work on it. Patents and scam. Now if you are a Mumbai University candidate, Mumbai University students, you might be aware about this scenario. It's happened with credibility issues. and you have to work as I told you, you have to work for your own topic area. And one more important thing guys, if you are thinking like a particular guide has some idea and we are executing on his or her idea, okay, and at the end no one is responsible guys, no college is responsible for this. I'm telling you, you are grown up guys, you are seeing quite different world, so you have to take care of your own risk. It's your own peril guys, so please think carefully. Don't put your efforts for someone else, put your efforts for yourself. So this was all about patents and projects, final year projects. Now I would like to, before ending this session, I would like to my experience why I shared those stuffs with you, because when I was in final year, I have implemented a project which you could find in description link. So what happened is that idea was of our guide, frankly speaking. He produced that idea and we worked on that idea, and the hardware part was given to me, that I have to implement that hardware part, and I implemented that. I beat the deadline itself. The deadline was given to me was December, and I completed that project in the first week of December only. Everything went well, guys. We presented well, me and my team as well, and we went for like almost everything, even to NMMC for presentation. But at the end, what actually happened was that in the patent file, the name of that particular guide was there, but along with that some other person was involved on who has nothing to do with the project guys. The whole final year was given up to that particular entity, particular product, and we don't have any regret that why we didn't got the credit. But the thing is that some other person was involved in that project who has nothing to do with the idea, because when we implemented, when we started, when we executed, there were certain entity which was entered by ourselves. Okay, as per the perspective of guide, it was something else. As per perspective of professors, it was something else. They were like to use so and so entities. It was coming to the hardware part, it was me only that I implemented my logic, I implemented my effort in that particular product to make that useful, and it worked actually. Up to my part, the project was 100% ready, and that only stuff were there filed in the, what I can say, patent domain. So this is how thing happens. So this is why I'm saying that you have to work on your own idea rather than working for any other guide or any other person, and start working on it. And I would like to make an announcement that I'm also working on my own 2 or 3 projects which can be filed for patent. Due to certain creditability issues, I cannot expose that topic, but yeah, I'm working day and night for it, and that will be in the real environment soon. Thank you.